people. All right. For all you DeWalt people who weren't happy with the Atomic, there's something to help ease your pain. Maybe. The DeWalt USA has announced the XTREME Subcompact Series. The 12-volt DeWalt line that I've been calling for the past 3 years. Let's get some brushless tools, man. Has finally come. And they have said, you know what? We're going to do what Milwaukee does, man. We're just going to blow your mind with some crazy power numbers, right? What's the Milwaukee Impact 12-volt fuel impact driver have? 1,400 inch-pounds? Well, we're going to go 1,450. What does the hammer drill have? Well, I don't know what the DeWalt has. Let's take a look. All right. So let's start with the brushless drill driver. It's going to be 1.91 pounds with the tool. It's going to have 250 UWO. You know, pretty comparable to inch pounds. You got a 2-speed transmission, belt clip, bright LED. You can handle up to a 1/2-inch spade bit, optimized for use of small pilot holes, and can handle up to a 1/2-inch spade bit. If I get my hands on it, we're going to try an inch and see. It's going to be, wow, $99. All right, bare tool. You can get it with one 2-amp-hour battery for $139. Also, that impact driver we're going to talk about next. Let's take a look at the drill driver here. All right, here is the drill driver. Let's take a look. Maybe I can, yeah. We'll just do this. So, you know, looks a lot like the, obviously, the XR, just in a smaller package, obviously. Let's talk about the impact, because I did want to show you a couple pictures of the impact driver. Where is she? All right, so with the impact driver, guys, they have, much like the Milwaukee, they have now put the setting or your mode selector up on top of the tool. Looks like they got a couple, like a little buffer bump out with some rubber over it to kind of protect that area. Looks like they got one on top, on the side, on the bottom. You know, pretty compact. Obviously, you know, they're not really released yet, as in they're not available right now, but they should be available very shortly, guys. The thing with DeWalt is when they announce something, I mean, it's out usually within, you know, 4-6 weeks tops. But very compact tool. So here's the hammer drill. Here is the impact driver. Oh, I don't want to hit that. And it looks like they also have an impact wrench. All right, this looks like one of the those screwdrivers. You know, the DeWalt. Obviously, Milwaukee has one also. It's kind of like it's a driver with a collet. So kind of like a drill driver, screwdriver. We'll get some of the specs on that. But like I said, the impact driver, it's going to be the DCF 801. It's only 5.05 inches long, 1.75 pounds, 1,450 inch-pounds. So pretty much going to be the most powerful 12-volt impact driver on the market that I know of. We know the Milwaukee has 1400. 3 modes. All right, you got a high, low, and you got what they're calling precision drive with a trademark mode. So, let's see, precision mode. It's a mode that can pause the impact driver for 1 second before impacting. This protects the fastener and material surface. It's basically their version, of what Makita has out, what Milwaukee has out. Providing users with control during applications that require a high level of precision. It includes 3 LEDs for on the nose cone. A variable speed trigger. We'll look at more pictures. Yeah, brushless screwdriver. Like I said, DCF 601. Brushless impact wrench. It's going to do 1,500 inch-pounds. Huh. And that's 1,500 inch-pounds of fastening torque, 2,400 inch-pounds. So it's going to have 200 inch-pounds of breakaway torque. So 200 foot-pounds of breakaway torque. And you're looking at 1,500 inch-pounds, I don't know, around 125 foot-pounds of fastening torque. And we'll go over the prices. And that's going to have 3 modes also. It's going to have a high speed, low speed, and a precision wrench mode. Basically you won't over torque. Helps prevent over tightening and runoff. And you're going to have a brushless hammer drill. All right. It's 6.6 inches compared to the drill driver, which is 5.97 inches. And of course, the impact is 5.05 inches. I'm not going to talk too much about the brushless screwdriver, but that is the smallest, 4.81. It has 200 inch-pounds, 200 UWO, The impact wrench, the brushless, and it's a 3/8, guys. All right, so it's not a 1/2 inch. Milwaukee has those stubbies where you have a 1/4, you have a 3/8, and you have a 1/2 inch. This is a 3/8, so you kind of want to, because that's an 18 volt. I was going to say you can kind of compare it to the Makita a little bit, but for a 12 volt impact wrench, for a 3/8, anvil, 200 foot-pounds of breakaway torque is pretty good. Very impressive. Hammer drill, also 250, and you have a 2-speed transmission, belt clip on the tools. LED are included on the tools foot. It's subcompact, lightweight. So, yeah, basically looking at the same power as the drill driver. It just has that hammer drill mode. We're going to take a look. It's going to be available. Oh, check this out. For professionals, subcompact tools, XTREME, available in the summer of 2019. So, like I said, man, a couple weeks. It's going to be available at Lowe's. Wow. So, not going to be available at Home Depot, maybe. We're kind of seeing that, guys, where it seems like DeWalt is really focusing on Lowe's. Milwaukee has really just, come 5 years ago, DeWalt was probably the #1 tool seller at Home Depot and at Lowe's. They probably still are at Lowe's, but Milwaukee has kind of, passed them up. And to be honest with you, they're probably like #3. I'm sure Ryobi, Ryobi's probably #1, Milwaukee #2. I don't know, though. I can't remember what Sean Perry Benjamin. I think he said Milwaukee was number. I don't remember, but I'm just guessing anyway. But anyway, the drill driver, $99. You can get it with a 2 amp hour for $139. Same thing with the impact. So $139 with a battery. The screwdriver also, but with the battery, it's $20 less. The brushless screwdriver there. The impact wrench is going to be $10 more than the drill driver and the impact driver, but $149 for the kit. So it's only $10 more than the impact driver and drill driver. So $149 for the kit, and you get a 2 amp hour battery. And you got to remember, guys, there's also 3 amp hour batteries that are coming out, that DeWalt is coming out with this in their 12 volt platform. I haven't seen that kind of mentioned here. Oh yeah, there it is. The 12 volt is included in kits, and the 12 volt max 3 amp hour battery is available separately in single and double packs. All right, so there's going to be a new 3 amp hour battery also, guys. So the impact wrench, $149 with the 2 amp hour battery. The hammer drill, same as the impact wrench, $109 bare tool, $149 kit with a 2.0. And you can get the brushless drill and the impact driver for $199. Trust me, that will be lower than that. Now, maybe not right away, but trust me, by Christmas, don't be surprised you get that combo kit for $149. All right? And that would be a great deal. You know, you get the brushless drill, get the brushless impact, you know, probably 2.0s. Not bad. All right, let's take a look at some of these pictures here. Let's see if we can kind of go to the next one without... No, I can't. I don't like that. All right. Here's the 601, DCF 601. You know, very compact. Here she is there, as you can see. So if you're in DeWalt's 12 volt brush platform, you know, the batteries are going to work. They haven't made it, so, you know, you got to totally transform your batteries. Yeah, here's that screwdriver. A lot of people love these. You know, obviously, basically they're drill drivers with a collet. All right, so you use an impact bits. You know, instead of kind of cranking a chuck every couple seconds, kind of switching bits out. You know, these are pretty popular. I don't like going back. Bring it back, Mac. Bring it back, Mac. Whoa, shut it down. Watch his freaking legs. All right, here's the impact wrench. Again, it's a 3/8. It's going to do around 125 pounds of fastening, 200 foot-pounds of breakaway. All right, and I'm sure, you know, this is great, guys. You know, we need DeWalt to bring some competition into this 12 volt. You know, they're still way behind Makita for that number 2 spot in the amount of tools, no doubt. But hopefully this will kind of catch on, and this is just the beginning of them, you know, bringing, you know, because you got to remember, they were one of the first companies to come out with these 12 volt tools. Why they decided to stop, you know, and their brush stuff still sells really good for being old and dated and just really underpowered compared to a lot of the new 12 volt stuff. Oh, he's got the DeWalt socket on there, looking good there. You know, when you got to look at the price, right? The Stubby alone, right? The Milwaukee 12 volt Stubby impact wrench. I think it's $179 bare tool. You're going to be able to get this tool, you know, it has 3 modes, a high, a low, and that precision mode. with a battery for $149. So, you know, and I don't know, is Craftsman now going to come out with a, you know, a 12-volt line? And is it going to just be red instead of yellow here? We'll have to see. This is the impact wrench. I might have said this was the impact driver in the beginning. I didn't even know they had an impact wrench, to be honest with you. But that looks like a anvil. Yes, it is. But yeah, on the impact driver, guys, it is also on top. Hopefully, let me find a picture here. This is my first time looking at this too, guys. But I do believe with the impact, you know, obviously it's going to be on top. And you got the three same modes with both. Yeah, I think this is the impact driver here. Yeah. So, as you can see, really identical. The only difference is obviously one has a collet and one has a an anvil. Looks wise, you know, or where the selector is. So, pretty awesome, guys. That's all I can say. I'm really happy. You know, I was at the symposium, and we were on the bus there. And I tell you, you'd be surprised. I don't really want to say any, you know, buddy, but you know, this one guy, this one gentleman, real cool dude, and he's very popular on Instagram. And he was telling, the only thing he uses is 12 volt. Just because, like you know, I always talk about it too, because they're light, they're compact, and you know, for a lot of these applications, you really don't need all that crazy power. You know, I mean, obviously, if you need a lot of power, you're not using a 12 volt tool, right? So you kind of have your 12 volt, you kind of have your 18 volt. You know, these 12 volt tools, like I said, they're great to complement your 18 volt lines, right? When you're doing some lighter work, you know, instead of, you know, using something that's 35 to 40% heavier. Now, this might be 3 pounds, right? Or this might be 2 pounds, but the 18 volt might be 3.5. And you'd be like, it's only 1.5 pounds difference. But that's like 40% heavier. Or some of these, you know, older or more powerful hammer drills, you know, like say the Rigid, right? The Gen 1. You know, that's a pretty crazy hammer drill there, right? It's got to probably weigh around 5 pounds. You use one of these 12 volt ones, I mean, it's almost double the weight, 100%. So, I'm trying to find that hammer drill. They kind of got them all mixed mashed here. Oh, then they got the old school ones here. They got the old, yeah, they got, look at this guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's it, guys. These are going to be available at Lowe's. You know, pretty soon, guys. Summer of 2019, obviously, right? So available at Lowe's. We know the pricing of them. You know, really not crazy. I mean, to be honest with you, they're the same price as these old, ancient, brushed tools. I mean, basically, right? You know, if they're $10, $20 more, I mean, definitely worth it just with the runtime alone. Now, obviously, much, much more torque and runtime with the brushless versions. But available within the next few weeks, guys. You know, like I said, you got 5 tools to start off with. Or 4 tools, excuse me. A drill driver, a hammer drill, an impact driver, and an impact wrench. And the screw, no, there is 5. Yeah. Drill driver, impact driver, brushless screwdriver, impact wrench, and hammer drill. I thought so. So hopefully this is just the start. They're going to have a 2-year limited warranty. And like I said, hopefully this is just the beginning of them really investing back in their 12-volt line, right? You know, hopefully we'll start seeing a couple saws, you know, maybe a little circular saw, a little, you know, compact recip, you know, maybe type of little hacksaw. But, you know, obviously they have a fairly big brushed line. You know, they haven't come out with a new tool in probably years, but whatever they have now, you'll probably see, hopefully, if this continues with some brushless, and obviously maybe they'll, you know, start going toe-to-toe with Milwaukee there a bit. There you go. So that's it, people. Once these are released, I will have a video out, I'm sure, at some point. But we'll catch you. Flip.